Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
I have a way to make your morning more efficient. You can get caught up on the news in about 7 minutes. That is my promise to you as the host of the 7 podcast from The Washington Post. And in that time, I will run down 7 stories. Everything from the most important headlines to fascinating new information you might miss otherwise. My name's Hannah Jewell. Go follow The 7 right now, wherever you're listening. And we will get you caught up.
It's beginning to sound a lot like the holidays. The Roku channel, your home for free and premium TV, is giving you access to holiday music and genre-based stations from iHeart, all for free. Find the soundtrack of the season with channels like iHeart Christmas and North Pole Radio. The Roku channel is available on all Roku devices, web, Amazon Fire TV, Google TV, Samsung TVs, and the Roku mobile app on iOS and Android devices. So stream what you love and turn up the cheer with iHeartRadio on the Roku channel. Happy streaming.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Do you feel blame? Are you mad? Do you feel like Bob's right friends? Get friends,
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward at.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number 1. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
Your home for seasonal depression, the Power Trip Morning Show in the Twin Cities. Good morning, guys. I'm Cory. That's Paul. That's Max.
Hi, guys. Hi, Corliss. Hey, buenos dias. Yeah, buenos dias.
According to Wikipedia, seasonal affective disorder occurs in climates where there is less sunlight at certain times of the year. Symptoms include fatigue, depression, hopelessness, and social withdrawal.
The sports teams don't help either. You sure that's not summer, spring, fall for you, Cor?
Man, no, it's just it's not even the end of winter. It is the first couple of weeks when you realize this is the garbage we have to put up with for the next about 5 months.
Yeah.
Right, once we get to December and January, it's like, yeah, this sucks, but we're used to it. This first, I don't know, week or so, I'm always like, what am I doing? Why am I here? That's why people, when they, hit 50 or 60, they start turning into snowbirds and get the F out of here.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Yeah.
I'm already depressed.
The weirdest part about this year specifically is normally, like that week between Christmas and New Year's is just, it's the worst, right? Because you're going, man, it's going to be January in like 2 or 3 days. And January sucks.
January's the worst.
January's the worst. And it's 31 days. January sucks. But this year will be different. For me personally, but for others.
Oh, great. Good for you.
How come? My son.
Oh, great. So it's good for you, but everybody else is going to be depressed.
You get your own son?
Oh, nice.
All the rest of us have to use the regular one.
Yeah, Max and I are stuck with daughters. Oh, good for you. You get a boy. He'll have it easy.
Sweet. No.
Oh, another white guy. That's what we need.
Yeah, way to support the patriarchy, Sauce. Genius.
Another Edina white guy. Thanks, Paul. Correct. Merry Christmas.
Hey, it could have been another Edina white guy named Berkeley, but my wife slowed that down.
That's why she's a saint.
Yeah.
She stopped a natural disaster.
Yeah, Berkeley Lambert.
From Edina.
Yeah.
I would have gone and bullied him. Somebody would have had to knock him down a level, right? Oh, can you imagine that kid?
Berkeley Lambert is born with his collar popped. Oh, yeah. Berkeley Lambert is born with his name on a law firm.
I'm surprised Donaldson didn't name his kid Berkeley Lambert Donaldson.
Yeah.
Right? That would have been
And then ours would have been Berkeley, Donaldson, Lambert.
100%.
And they would have started a law firm when they were about 2 months old. Yes.
And they would have talked about their autographed swords and their drum set.
Yeah. And their country club membership.
100%.
Yep. But yeah.
Anyway, so you were saying before we realized that 3 or 4 days for the rest of us are going to suck, but your son's going to be born, so that's better.
But like last year, that is the worst. Right after Christmas and all the holiday hoopla and the high of the holidays ends, you're like, oh God, now what? The difference with last year is we got zero snow.
Very little.
We have to have the snow at least, not the bitter cold, but the snow at least helps. Because there's things to do, right? Not that I do any of them.
Not that I do them either. I haven't snowboarded in 20 years.
But you'd rather look out the window on January 10th to a big mound of snow than dry, dead grass.
Nope, I want the dry, dead grass. I don't want to deal with snow. I don't want to snow blow. I don't want to shovel.
You don't do that anyway.
Of course I do.
What?
Yeah.
You snow blow?
Yeah, you've been to my house. It's not like my driveway's 8 miles. Right, B-Rabbit?
Yeah.
Paul, your hands up.
Yesterday, you'd be proud of me. Because,
I doubt it.
No, you would.
let me judge.
I doubt it. Yesterday, I got an email.
You already forgot your wallet today. Yeah. I got up. I've been getting up later and later and later and getting here later and later and later because who cares?
Perfect reason.
So I got here at 5:18 this morning. Who cares? And I got into the what is it called?
Vestibule.
Thank you. The vestibule right outside the elevators. And Sauce is just standing there.
I look like Uncle Buck, though, when
and he
I
just
wear
goes,
that coat.
I forgot my wallet. I'm like, wow, you're off to a good start. So anyway, I'm very proud of you for being on top of things, Paul.
I knew that he texted me, and I wasn't there yet, and I knew, I was like, he didn't want to let Cory know that he forgot his wallet.
Too bad, because I was there, and I let him in. Right this way, sir.
I drove my wife's car. The whole thing changed. It wasn't in my normal morning routine. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so yesterday, I woke up.
I know.
And I decided. Have you seen that S Creek thing? Have you heard that S Creek thing?
Yep.
How good is that?
Where
it's
Dan Levy basically says like, how does he say like? Yeah, exactly.
Will you find it in the system?
I've seen the clip because people on Twitter have. I've never seen the show, but I've seen people tweet that at me, going, "This is how Sauce tells stories, and this is how Cory reacts." Let me know when you got it.
Moira,
is it in bits?
Yeah, or no, it's in news. It's on. I think it's like 11/16 is the date.
Okay,
but it's Moira. His mom accidentally gave one of their patrons at the hotel an aspirin. And she's worried that he died, and she's worried that he killed her. And so she starts to tell the story, and then Dan Levy says the following. Just put an S Creek in the...
Okay, hold on.
In the old F4.
Yeah, we'll find it. It's worth it.
Yes, I do.
That's not it.
Oh, that's not it. I got it. Hold on.
Hang on.
One of us.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Yep.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, you're saying things that aren't helping the story.
Fast forward it.
It's the bit in The Office where Robert California is saying to Aaron, because she says, so yesterday I woke, does your bit, I woke up, and he goes, don't start a story with, I just woke up. That's how every day has started from the beginning of time.
I think he says the beginning of man.
Yeah, something like that. So anyway, yesterday you woke up.
No, I think he says the dawn of man. Anyway, I woke up yesterday, I got an email that the plow service that I used, Hot Ass Randy, JK, is they're no longer going to be doing their plow service this year. So normally, I would just email the first one that I find and immediately just sign up for it. And I emailed one, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to get another opinion, maybe a cheaper opinion.
A public opinion.
So I sent out for another one. So I'm waiting on word from them to see what their price is, and if it's cheaper than the one, I'm going to go with them.
So that's why I'd be proud of you?
I don't know. Instead of just being like, sign up like Chris Hockey would. Chris Hockey would just take the first one.
So you're saying I should be proud of you because you price checked, you did a little comparison.
Put some effort into it.
Are you proud, Quam?
Not really.
Who's Quam?
I'm a little proud of you because of this.
That's a fun nickname for him.
I got a text from somebody that works here.
Oh God!
Yesterday, going, please bring up to Tommy and Sauce how they're clearly publicly baiting for like free service. Because you're like, what's the best plow service on Twitter? Clearly, that's like you want somebody to go, I'll do it for free.
No, I don't.
So then Tommy, 15 hours ago, I had a spring and a garage door break, just the spring replacement. Any suggestions? What's this cost? And this person goes, clearly Sauce and Tommy are fishing for free fixes, free service, free plowing, free garage doors.
I'm not looking for, I will pay for it. I promise you. I was looking like I have before. I will pay for it. Now, every once in a while, some kind soul will say, hey, Paul,
really?
I'll take care of that.
Maybe a listener or a Twitter follower?
Maybe. And then I, flip them $100 and the problem is gone. But this, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to plow
How big's
my
your driveway?
About the size of yours.
That doesn't take long.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to buy a snowplow. I don't want to, at the end of the summer, take the snow blower thing to Jerry's Hardware and they have to like drain the oil. I don't want to do that.
I think that's very, very weird.
See? Oh.
I don't know. If this was Wayne Manor and the driveway was 3/4 of a mile long, I'd say that sucks. Have somebody professionally plow it.
Do you mow your yard?
No chance.
You have a small yard. Not very big.
Who cares? It's nap time.
Yeah, correct.
It's different. It's the summer.
Right.
Yeah, and that's got to be done every week, right? If it snows like it did last winter, you're plowing what, a handful of times a winter. It's not even that bad.
I'm plowing more than that, but
talk about it.
I need.
Yeah, wait until after the first of the year. See if that changes. So for Sauce, he just doesn't know it yet.
I am going to pay for a plow service. Now, Tommy, I agree. He's probably looking for somebody to fix the spring in his garage, but I will pay. I am looking for somebody to say, hey, I own a local company. Wink, we'll give you a huge discount, but here's some cash.
So you want the huge discount, but then you'll give him cash.
No, I will pay for it, honestly.
Right, with a huge discount.
I don't need a discount. I just don't want to pay what I got back from this one company, which is absurd.
Max, so percent chance in the next 2 months, Sauce just randomly tweets out how lovely some random service was on Twitter with a photo of their logo.
You always say it can't be 100, so I'm going to say 99.9.
Can't be 100 until it happens, but it is 99.99.
Let me give you another example.
Sauce was just throwing up the alley-oops, hoping somebody else slam dunks it.
Oh, yeah. No, that's all I do. Hold on. Hang on a second here. This is another great example. Hang on. God,
I can do it for you, Saucy.
Yeah, let Max do it.
Yeah, let me do it.
Slip him a 100 every time he does it.
I don't even have a plow or a shovel.
That's so what? I got hands.
How do you not have a shovel?
You don't have a shovel?
No, I don't have a shovel.
You got to have a shovel for emergency reasons.
Yeah, we do have a shovel, yeah. Anyway, so 6 days ago.
You woke up.
And I fully paid for this. This is not an endorsement. I fully paid for this. But we have a fireplace in my house, and I like to make fires in my house.
Jesus Christ.
No, not like...
Thanks, Beavis.
Fire. Not like in the middle of the yard or in the middle of the living room. But I every time I would go, like, they would have, like, bundles of firewood, and my lovely wife would be like, Paul, you're wasting so much money just buying a bundle of firewood. Find someone that will bring us like a cord, that's what it's called, of firewood. So Ron's firewood service brought it over to me. I fully paid for it, and I gave them a nice shout out on Twitter. I wrote Ron's Wales. I got like 4 likes, but I paid for that. So I'm not just a shill for people who do stuff for me. I fully paid for that in full, and then I saw the truck, and I said, hey, Ron's Wood could use a shout out.
You love Ron's Wood.
Yeah.
So you're paying for wood, and your lovely wife, Kel, who's like let's save some money here. We got another white guy in a diner on the way. Let's save $1 or $2. And you're like, yeah, I know what I'll do. I'll go into the forest and cut down some trees myself. And she's like, no, let's just have a cord service come over. Yeah. Can you troll on Twitter to see if Ron's Wood will drop some off?
But I didn't pay for Rewind Start Over. About 2 months ago, I said, hey, who has great firewood on Twitter, right? And I think it was Dan Minnesota, the guy that helps Barrero and sends Barrero stuff all the time. Good Twitter follow. He sent me that link. So I reached out.
Is there bad firewood, or is this just bad pricing on firewood? It's wood.
Is this like cocaine? Like you got a plug?
I mean, like...
Yeah, his wood didn't get the job done.
Some of it
barely even sparked.
How much is that guy selling you the wood for?
Some of it's...
I got it for cheap.
First wood's for free.
Jesus. But I like making fires. I like
In
having
your
a
house.
fire in my house.
Yep.
I would make one every day if I could.
He's
But
all man?
Not really.
Yep. This is going to shock you. I do not have real fireplaces in my house. I go all gas. I ain't dealing with that.
Yeah. Do you know how to make one?
Sure, you put wood in there and then you light it on fire.
So I used to. In my old life, I had an electric fireplace.
That's the way to go.
And one time it didn't work. I couldn't figure out why it didn't work.
Then you called Hot Ass Randy.
And he came over and literally just flipped the switch and it turned on.
Yep.
Yeah, he's ashamed of me.
How come you don't tweet his logo?
I don't think he has one.
How come you don't support his wood?
I support Randy plenty.
He's dropped wood off at my house before.
Is he there now?
I don't know. I just got here right before the show started. Speaking of T.O., he should be here in a second, should he not?
Yeah.
My guess is a normal packed show, except for Chris and Zacho. Zacho's in Las Vegas still. Do you see his videos, by the way? I forgot he was there during F1. Like, he has videos of, like, the F1 cars practicing.
Oh, that's
just
sweet.
going up and down Las Vegas Boulevard. It looks awesome.
I saw his picture of the strip was, like, shut down.
That was
pretty cool.
Right?
It's like the next 10 years, so get used to it.
Yeah.
Every November for about a decade. But Tommy Olsen should be here. Ben Lieber, Fargo Flash, Tom Pelissero, Parker Fox, I think, right? Who am I forgetting? Is that it? I think that's everybody.
Yeah, I think that's everybody, yeah.
Man. Tommy should be kicking down the door here in a second. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.
VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Cory Cove, Sauce, Max Fuller. Glenn Perkins tomorrow. Don't forget playing initials, which is going to be super cool. Haven't met Glenn. Sauce, have you met Glenn?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I know Glenn, yeah.
I don't know him.
Glenn's a great dude. Hey, Uncle Buck.
Hey,
There's
what
T.O.
are you wearing?
Hi, T.O.
Oh, I had a great fit, by the way. I had everything planned out, but Hogs Daddy didn't come in today. I was going to wear a thong and go bend over in front of him.
So wait a minute. Does that mean you have a thong on, or you were going to put one on?
No, I was going to do it, but I found out yesterday.
Then you found out that he wasn't. Okay.
Yeah, it would have been brilliant.
Got it.
You were so opposed to it last week.
I know. So I was just like, I better lean into it. It would have been even more funny.
Hey, did you hear us talking about Fashion Fest yesterday on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had so many layers when I saw you on social media on Friday. You had so many layers on. It looked like when when Joey was wearing all of Chandler's clothes and Friends.
It's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
Perfect way.
And I think Carly said you had 3 or 4 ties on.
4 ties?
It looked like a homeless person whose entire catalog was on Tommy Olsen.
Yeah, I don't know if the designer's listening or not, but
well, no, but here's the deal. Who cares what I think?
Yeah,
I'm
right,
the least fashionable person of all time. If that's what the kids are wearing to look cool, that many layers, that many ties, I'm sticking with this because that doesn't make any sense to me. But if that's what's cool, go for it.
I think
I don't care.
It was cool. It was fun.
You pulled it off. I could never pull that off.
Did you have some swass going on with all those layers? Yeah.
Sure did.
Were you nervous?
No, well, I was nervous last year, but this year was better. This year was great.
That was a very confident strut.
Thank you.
Yeah. You didn't seem nervous. That's why I asked.
Did you practice?
No. Just I did the Rizzler. You guys a fan of the Rizzler, the little guy?
Oh my god,
no, he's amazing.
I feel like I'm Rizzler senior.
The Costco people suck.
Whoa!
No, those guys suck.
AJ? Oh, I'm sorry. They're making millions doing just fun stuff.
Bringing the boom.
The Costco chocolate choking chunk.
Yeah, the dad kind of sucks.
Dad sucks.
Does videos.
But think about it, like the dad sucks.
That dad's name is Berkeley Lambert.
Yeah. But that dad, look what he's doing for these guys. He's
I get it. They're making a ton of money, and you know, God bless the United States of America, because somebody like that can be a multimillionaire for doing absolutely nothing.
The Rizzler's cute though. Like he's just a little chunk.
Yeah,
he's such a great guy.
That "We Bring the Boom" song is
it's brilliant. It's so good.
It is. Let's state the obvious. It's better than Drake.
Okay,
but it's true. Terrible.
No, it's not. Gore. It's fun. It's just fun. Let's just keep what it is. It's fun.
They're kids.
Yeah.
Except for the one guy.
Except
who's
for
a
the
grown
dad.
The adult sucks.
Oh, man.
But the
you ever seen the blooper reels where he tries to explain to everybody like how they're doing the lines wrong? He seems unbearable.
Oh, no.
Dad.
Oh, he thinks it's serious?
Oh, yeah. A lot of he make sure you emphasize chocolate, chocolate. You're like, oh,
yeah,
God.
That sucks.
Kiss a hot dog.
Oh, yeah. He
sucks.
seems like no
He
fun.
sucks.
Just lifting weights and eating Costco food. And I love Costco food, right? Who doesn't like the food court?
Yeah, I thought you'd be down with the Rizzler and the gang.
No, I don't hate the kids, although I want to.
The dad sucks.
I just hate the dad.
Did you see when he went on Fallon and Fallon just like stared through his soul? He just had zero fun with him.
Because he knows you guys shouldn't be here. This is the Tonight Show. Right? Carson used to sit here, and now I'm sitting next to the Rizzler.
Right.
Oh, and by
the Riddler.
Not the
Rizzler.
I call Roz. You know my friend Roz? I call him the Rosler.
Okay. Since this started?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But by the way, before you pile on, Sauce and I, can I at least have a leg to stand on and talk about it? One, why not use the platform to try to get something free? That's my whole thought process. And that if you read the tweet correctly, I didn't say it was not for me. It was actually for Rosler. He was at work.
What are you, Rosler's pimp?
Well, I like helping my friends up.
Are you his big AJ or whatever that guy's name is?
Big Justice.
Big Justice.
Big Justice.
That
You
guy
gotta admit,
sucks.
they got the nicknames down. The Rizzler
yeah,
and
brilliant.
Big Justice is so awesome.
Can't beat that. But no, so I was just like, yeah, you know what, Roz? You're at work. C's at home, his wife, and he got a quote for a spring for the garage for $800. I'm like, no way, that's right. I'll tweet it out for you and see what happens. And it was, now he's got one for $275 getting installed today.
So he was getting ripped off.
Bad. Super bad.
It was cray-cray.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't lie. I might ask for some services on Twitter.
Hey, you're not an iHeart employee. Nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody runs your social media. That's yours.
Correct.
Sauce, on the other hand,
Nobody runs mine.
clearly nobody spell checks it.
But it's better than Google. You can trust Twitter more than Google.
Yeah, and obviously, even though Twitter is just a bunch of hate spewing, if you can get through the bog of eternal stench, there are like a handful of people that actually like us, which is weird because you would think tens of thousands of followers for all of us and they just hate us. Except for when you ask for help, then it's like, I'll help you.
You're right. They're all super high. I got great responses.
You just made me
The
think,
nice ones
Cor,
hide in the weeds.
if Sauce did have a person running his social media, would they have to intentionally spell things wrong to get people off the scent?
Oh, yeah.
I'm. This is going to surprise no one. If Sauce gave me his username and password today and just said, "Can you run my social media account?" no one would know the difference. I have it down, right? It's so easy.
You guys should swap one day.
You guys should.
It's so easy.
That'd be a good bit, actually.
Well, like he has so many followers, and again, he has like twice as many followers as me.
And millions.
And I keep thinking, I wonder if I would just increase my social media followers 2x if I just like watched a Wolves game and 3 minutes in I go, this season's over. And then I wait like 3 or 4 minutes and I say, Ant's the best Wolf of all time. And then I wait like 3 minutes later, they should trade Ant. And I just do that for like 6 months and just see how many followers I gain by just tweeting whatever happened that moment. And make some grammatical errors, spell some things wrong, post a picture of Muppy once in a while, and call it a day. Ask for free plow service.
Or who watches Chicago PD or something?
With a gif of a hawk, right? Every time I like something, just have the Nicolas Cage pointing gif.
I love that bit.
Yep.
Why are there 35 captains on the Gopher team?
Yep. I'll have one of those, you know how you can schedule a tweet? Every Saturday afternoon, I'll just have 3 scheduled tweets. Didn't know you could pass on 3rd and long. Even if the Gophers aren't playing, even in May, that'll make sense.
Speaking of Gopher captains, I met Tanner Morgan yesterday. He was in the PA.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable man. He was so nice.
Yeah, he's a grown-up.
He's a very nice man.
Yeah.
He's very good on the radio,
Put
too.
together, isn't he?
Very
Put together. Calm down. You didn't bring your thumb.
My hands did go up.
Your hands did form like you were grabbing some cheeks.
Yeah, you
said put together.
I was grabbing cheeks.
Yeah, it did look like you were holding a couple of basketballs.
But yeah, great human.
That's awesome. Was he on PA?
He was just standing out in the hall. He told me my coat I had on was fire, so now he's my favorite.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Whoa! I went back when he was playing in 2019. Was it a camel's hair coat?
Yeah.
He said the same thing to me, and I'm not
loves
joking.
coats.
He's a coat guy.
Can you imagine how many tweets Sauce sent back in the Tanner Morgan era about how Tanner sucks? And how Tanner should just transfer.
But you know what's great about him? He rose above it, and he probably didn't. He could care less who I am.
Well, that's probably true.
Yeah, good for him.
That was peak Goph days, though.
Yeah, they were good.
But then the year after, he might have piled on. But either way, great guy.
Yeah.
Are you going this weekend?
No, I'm going to see Wicked.
Are you really?
Yeah. But
I
at
heard
11,
it's phenomenal.
I've heard it's incredible. At 11, so then I can get home and watch the Gopher game.
But
brilliant
if Rutgers had lost to the Gophers by 20, you and I would have both been eating with Tommy.
Yeah, and I would have. Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Could I propose something else?
If they
about
lose
that?
by 20 on Saturday, I'll bring you to Manny's.
I might need it at that point.
Manny's or Manny's?
Manny's.
Oh, that sounds phenomenal.
We should go to Manny's anyway.
We should for
Get
Christmas
the
time.
0.5 at Manny's Wales.
Nothing better.
Nothing better.
No. God,
you were shushed at Manny's.
If you didn't know a couple of people there, I wouldn't be allowed back.
Yeah. Oh, I've been told. I got a text that night. Your guy Tommy's really loud.
Really loud.
Well, just
Tiger gets out of the cage, and a little tequila gets flowing. I get a little loud, get a little excited.
They are spicy.
More with Tommy Olsen and the rest of the Power Show Morning Show after this on The Fan.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Cory Cove, Sauce, Max Fuller, Tommy Olsen, and now joined by the voice of Gopher Sports, Mike Grimm.
I heard you guys yesterday talking about Meat Sauce shaving.
Yeah, look at that.
My God, he walked out of the hall and
it's not even the same person.
Startled me. Yeah, you look great.
Is that the word?
Thanks, man. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do you know when Shrek becomes handsome?
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to be nice here.
When Shrek turns into a guy and he's handsome. This is not a rip.
Yeah.
That's what you look like. You look phenomenal.
Thank you.
Wait, the before or the after?
Not when he's green, when he turns human. Okay, I'll pull him up. It's a nice thing. I'm not being mean.
I don't know if you could say it's not a rip, but you look like a handsome Shrek.
You know what I mean? So he turns into the guy.
Yeah, you know when Freddy Krueger puts on a tux? You dress up real good. Yeah. Let's do Front Page Sports because it's sponsored and I'm excited about it.
Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Yeah, he actually does look exactly.
Man,
100%.
right.
Tweet that out and then ask for free plow service.
Man there for sure.
Brilliant. Holiday Station Stores. Remember, we talked about this yesterday, but today is Fuel Day. Check this out, Grimmer, if you need some gas. Today from 4 to 7 p.m. at Holiday and Circle K, 40 cents off per gallon.
Just for the fun of it.
Yeah, 4 to 7 tonight at Holiday and Circle K.
40 cents?
40 cents off. Celebrate Fuel Day with Holiday and Circle K. Today only. Save big on fuel. Get there between 4 and 7. So if you're like, hey, I need gas today anyway.
Yeah.
If you can wait till 4 o'clock, go for it.
Yeah. That's
Be first in line. Get 40 cents off.
You think they'll be lined up at places?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a sweet deal.
Yeah,
It's
how are
40
they
cents
doing
off.
that?
I don't know, because Holiday kicks ass.
Yeah, they're just like, no one else can do that.
They're just
can they?
nice. Just nice people.
They're
I'm
just
going to
great
buy some
people.
gas. I don't even got a car just because that's a great deal.
You should walk into the store and buy one of the 5-gallon
Right, yeah.
deals and just
walk home.
Yeah, just fill it.
Just dump it out on the way.
Start a fire with it somewhere.
And have a trench coat and have the gasoline under the trench coat. Once in a while, just open the trench coat. And be like, you want some of this? You want some of this? I think I need a trench coat. I don't want to start flashing people, but I just want a trench coat. No, I don't want to wear that. No.
Whoa.
I don't want to wear that.
Hey,
No,
a lot of
I don't want to be
compliments on this
sharing.
thing.
No.
Yeah.
Again, that's a coat you can pull off. I could not pull that off.
I wear gloves now.
I believe
I'm
that.
a glove guy.
Yeah, that sounds
gloves
right.
are great.
That checks out.
Leather gloves are kind of hot on dudes.
Did you used to not wear gloves?
No.
Your mic's on.
Leather gloves.
No, they are. Leather gloves are swaggy. I'll show them.
Thanks, OJ.
Yeah, those are nice.
Aren't they swaggy? Look at these, Core.
That definitely looks like OJ's murder gloves.
It does. Yeah,
It does.
Doesn't it look cool?
And
I
they
feel
fit.
like a grown-up
They
with
fit.
these on.
I don't think OJ had as many friendship bracelets on.
Whoa. That's okay. But look at, they're nice. And you can text through them, too.
How's that?
Oh, that is pretty sweet.
Put your
There's
hands
like
down.
Put your hands.
Let's start sports news with television news. Did you guys see that it's an end of an era?
What happened?
You guys see the news yesterday?
ESPN one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sources are saying ESPN next summer, the summer of 2025, canceling Around the Horn.
Damn.
Weird to have it announced now and then canceled next summer, but the word is summer of 2025, the 23-year run of Around the Horn will end, which sucks because, whatever. I think Tony Reali is one of the best sports personalities that there is. I think he's so freaking good.
Same.
What else does
He's
he
the
do?
GOAT.
I don't think he does anything
That's
else.
the point. I can't believe he's not a bigger deal because
Yeah.
he's such a good
he
host.
started like as the
He was
like
the stat boy.
producer or
Stat
something,
boy
right?
for-
Stat guy,
for PTI.
Part of the
PTI,
interruption.
yeah.
He was the
Yeah.
stat guy that at the end of PTI he would say like their errors, right? He would fix stats and corrections.
Yeah.
So he would
he's
get
pretty sharp,
He would
yeah.
get 10 to 30 seconds of airtime. And then
he would
Max
take
Kellerman
advantage of
moved
it.
on from Around the Horn. I don't think Kellerman was at Around the Horn very long.
No.
He got swiped by Fox and now
Yeah.
he's back to ESPN or
Something like that.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
mean, but that's 20.
Tony Reali's
20
been the
years
host
ago.
almost the entire run, and he's awesome. So anyway, that sucks because that show's
Do
actually
you
one of
watch
the,
it, actually?
It is
I
one
do,
of.
yeah.
It's definitely
Do you?
one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
background shows,
Sure,
and
sure.
it's right before Jeopardy. So why not throw Around the Horn on before Jeopardy comes on? Which, by the way, I have a really hot Jeopardy take. Really hot. You want it now or later?
Give it to us now. Let's hear it.
Hotter than yesterday's Jeopardy take?
Similar,
Okay.
right? Because I still feel that way all the time. My Jeopardy take yesterday was I remember being in high school watching like high end categories, and I'll go, I'll probably learn that when I'm older. Right, like down the road, I'm going to learn that. Some of that stuff, I'm going to learn what about presidents and European.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm going to learn Shakespeare, and now I'm double that age, and I still have zero knowledge of all of that. Right, so why do I do that? Anyway, here's my hot Jeopardy take. You ready for this,
Yes.
Skrimmer? This is legit.
Yeah.
And I actually was watching Wheel last night and thought of this. Seacrest is fine.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-Seacrest. If you've watched Wheel of Fortune in the last couple of months since he's taken
Glad
over,
you support him, though.
Yeah, he needs your
the
support.
company
does.
definitely loves that we support our guy Ryan Seacrest. He's fine. I don't think he's as good as Sajak. I don't think, based on his personality, I don't think he's ever going to be better than Sajak. But he's a very
Serviceable.
He is serviceable. Is
like
a good
not
word.
out of place. Like you watch the show, he's
not offensive. He's not going to step on toes. He's very milquetoast, but he's very good. He's professional.
And he's handsome.
He's professional.
Yeah.
Sajak, significantly better.
Tommy?
You ready for this?
I was like, Grim, wait a tick. Boy.
Saucy, you ready for this one? Saucy and Grimmer, because you guys grew up with it. Ken Jennings is a better Jeopardy host than Alex Trebek.
Whoa.
Ah, man.
Wow.
He's better in almost every way except for nostalgia. Right? Because that was Trebek's show forever. So
45 years, wasn't it?
So
really?
And Trebek's great, but man, Ken Jennings is freaking fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't watched it
He
enough
is so
recently.
good.
Of course, that is a scorching hot take.
That's a really hot take.
Trebek was pretty brilliant, though.
He was. And
He was host 37 seasons.
And his dry humor was kind of like, it
was
didn't
so
fit
good.
his face, right? So he snuck some stuff in. I like Ken as a host better than. There's something about when Alex Trebek, quote, knew the answers, right? When the contestants missed one and Trebek was like, no, it's Alberta, Canada. I'm like, I don't know if you know that. Maybe the Canada thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I don't believe you.
He did sound like a genius.
Right, but I'm like, I don't believe you. But every time Ken Jennings like, it's clearly, Othello, I'd go, he did know that, I bet. There's something about Ken that just project. I don't know. I think he's better, and I think it makes so much more sense now. What are you looking at? What are you smiling?
Just laughing at you.
Oh, did I care this much about game show hosts?
But that's what makes you.
I love the game shows.
This makes so much more sense of why when they had Mayim Bialik and Ken Jennings, and she was hosting the night stuff, and they were like, we just need to move on from, because she was the Seacrest version. She was fine.
Yeah.
Ken's elite.
Yeah.
He's very good.
You don't
He's
watch
that good.
PTI?
I'll have to watch a little more.
No, it's Jeopardy time.
Oh, PTI's the best, though.
The best.
Ken Jennings is the guy who went on the run, right? He's like the best player. Best player of all time.
One of the 3 or 4 best of all time, right? He didn't have the most money of all time, but he had the longest consecutive win streak at like 73 straight games. Something like that.
Yeah.
Cool, that's I gotta watch it.
Trebek too.
I love Trebek.
I have not watched it much recently because Trebek, he's on the Mount Rushmore of game show hosts.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Again,
Tickle
for
a lizard.
longevity, right? Where's a donkey? No. Trebek is a 99 out of 100. I think Ken's a perfect Jeopardy host.
Okay.
Really?
That is a pretty hot take.
That's very hot.
Yeah.
Corey, you're ripping bullets this morning.
I love Jeopardy. I live an empty existence.
Nothing about sports is breaking down Jeopardy.
See, this is how this show has evolved over the course of Around the Horn's 23-year run. Right, 20 years ago, if you listen to the Power Trip Morning Show, we would have been taking calls on Penn State and the
100%.
Gophers.
Yep.
And I would have had a super hot take on the Gophers secondary.
Open the lines now.
Now, I can't name a player on Penn State, and I can name about 3 on the Gophers. I didn't know Jack Gibbons from the Titans played for the Gophers. But I got a hot take on Jeopardy.
Yes, Ken Jennings.
I don't know if the only thing I know is that Penn State has a top 5 defensive linemen on their team, right? He'll be
Number
a top
11.
He'll be a top 10 pick.
And their tight end is one of the biggest freaks in the college.
Yeah, Tyler Warren's their tight end. He lines up for Wildcat.
Yeah.
He was a high school quarterback. Now he's a tight end, so he can throw. He runs out of it. He's a beast.
Taysom Hill-esque.
But better. I mean, better.
Way better.
Relatively,
way better.
You know, and just and then
Drew
he's
Aller.
a great target in the red zone. So it'll be uphill
Aller
fight.
went 90% passing rate or like 90% completion last week.
Yeah.
They are like peaking
they're playing.
right now.
Yeah, the Gophers are catching them at a probably they'd have been better a month ago to play Penn State, but they're what an 11point.
12 and a half, 12.
Yeah, I mean, that puts you
DraftKings is 11, but
roughly
sure,
about
somewhere
a
in that
1 in
range.
5 chance to win. So, as Herb Brooks says, just make this be the one.
Well, I heard Glenn Mason on with Barrero last night, and Mason basically says they're good, but he still is a little surprised that they're the 4th-ranked team in the country. I like the way that he said it last night, and again, this is me not knowing what I'm talking about. I'm just repeating what other people say because I don't really follow it anymore. I follow Jeopardy and Wheel. But he said, when you're the 4th-ranked team...
Smoking hot takes on Ken Jennings.
Right, Ken Jennings kicks ass. I want him on this show.
Jeez.
He said, when you're the 4th-ranked team in the country, there should be a feel that this is a team that could win it all. He's like, I don't feel that about Penn State at all. Right? That they're good, but they're not like they can win the whole thing kind of good. That's probably fair, right? Anybody think they can actually win the tournament?
I mean, the way they play, like
maybe.
they're getting hot. Like they're peaking right now. A month ago, just like Grim said, not a chance. I thought they were bad.
Just okay, yeah. But they're good. I mean, they're not. I mean, how where are you going to rank them?
Sorry, I asked. Maybe I'll just have more hot takes about how you should look for the daily doubles.
I'm not arguing with you. Core, I feel like the top 8 SEC teams would all beat them because the top 8 are also fluid.
Like, you look at their schedule. They barely beat USC.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Wisconsin 28-13. They lost to Ohio State by 7.
Everybody does, which is fine.
But
they crushed
probably
Washington.
Played them for at least a half. Ohio State,
and they smoked Purdue, who's hideous,
terrible, worst team in the Big Ten.
So
but I think the SEC. But I don't know. I mean, they're okay. I think it's a down year for them. They're just everyone brags because they got 9 teams that are 7-2.
The one thing
the end of that league's no good, and Georgia almost lost to Kentucky, who's awful.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, are we just thinking Georgia's going to just blow everybody? I mean, they could win it, certainly, but I don't know.
The thing about Penn State, though, is they're always available for a really bad head-scratching loss where you go, how the hell did they lose that? Losing to Ohio State is not that.
Nope. Yeah.
So they're always upset.
Yeah,
their
biggest issue is that they forever were in the same division as Ohio State, so they had close to the same amount of talent. I mean, I think I saw James Franklin would have been, if today's rules were in place, 12-team playoff, he'd have been in like the playoffs like 6 of the last 7 years, and so it would have been a different.
Because they always have one bad loss.
Or they lose to Ohio State.
They lose to a big one. What is he, like 1-8
he's
against
beaten
top 5
Ohio State
teams
like once and lost to Michigan whenever they've been good. So, but they beat everybody else pretty much
handedly.
Since we'll have a chance to talk more Go for Football with Flash and Lieber and Tommy and stuff in a little bit, let me go back to Around the Horn for a second.
Can we open up phone lines to break this one down?
Oh, we could. That's where they give them points, right? And they write, and that one guy writes.
Yeah, it's the show that's on ESPN before I flip over to Jeopardy on Channel 11.
I probably contributed to the cancellation. I don't think I've watched that show in probably 15 years.
It's still good, but again, because Tony Reali is so good. But also, how about you go back to when it started and you had all the the Jay Mariottis and the Woody Page, who's still on there.
Yeah,
but it
Skip
was
Bayless started on that show, right?
No,
I think so.
He had a different one. I forget what it was called, but it was basically a
him and Woody
proto
Page
first
were
take.
co-host of some show.
It was like a proto first take,
maybe.
Basically.
Either way, though, but like now Courtney Cronin's on Around the Horn a lot. Like because they used to have about 4 or 5 or 6 pretty regulars. Now they have a bigger group of kind of rotating writers and media personalities. And it does give a lot of people chances, like Courtney, to go national, right?
She's great.
She's great.
Yeah, she's really
so
good.
it's a nice little window for an up and coming writer or reporter to have a shot at getting a brand. And I don't know where those people are going to go now, but whatever. I'm not.
Cory, what's the premise again? Do they keep score of their takes?
But
is that what it is?
It's exactly like whose line is it anyway? There's technically a score, but it doesn't matter.
And it's like a joystick that he taps back and forth.
And now there's really cool visual effects and stuff. Back in the day, there just used to be points up and down. Now they have all these different cool graphics.
Now they also kind of keep all 4 of them around for a lot longer.
Until the end.
Yeah, because before they would drop you off, then there'd be 3, then they'd drop you off, then there'd be 2. And now they drop 2 at the very end.
Yeah,
and they only have the one-on-one at the end.
Yep, and then somebody gets 30 seconds of FaceTime. So I like, they keep track of the random stats, how many times they've won, how many times have appeared on the show. It's just...
That's cool.
Yeah, it is irrelevant. It's just for fun.
Yeah. But it's...
Anyway, Tony Reali kicks ass. I don't think he's ever going to hear this, but I'm a big fan. I don't know where he's going to land, but hopefully he's not done at ESPN, just the show's done.
What could he do?
I mean... What are they going to do? Run an hour and a half of NFL Live?
No, it says that they're trying to figure out what half-hour thing is going to go on before PTI. I think they're just going to change it up and find something new.
Because if PTI went, there'd be riots. PTI is the greatest sports show of all time.
I just think it's so weird. If you're going to cancel it summer of 25, why don't you just cancel it now?
Yeah.
Why would you just have 6 months of
if they came in and
stick
said,
around?
The Power Trip's being canceled this summer, I would just start drinking on the air.
1,000%.
Yeah, I would
just not come in.
I would do every drug I've never done and then go on the air. What are they going to do? Fire me?
Brilliant radio.
Or hear me out. start looking for another job and not do cocaine on the air?
Well, wait a minute. Who says cocaine, man? I'm going to do like ecstasy. And
oh, that's right. You said drugs you haven't done.
Hey, so I'm looking here just to follow up because I'm a weirdo. Bayless was hired to co-host with Woody Page, which I remember, but I couldn't remember the show. First and 10. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was terrible.
That's when I think that kind of started the Skip Bayless machine.
All those shows are terrible. It's just cowboys.
What was it? Stump the Schwab.
That was great.
Now that's my kind of show.
That was probably peak you.
Ken Jennings should host Stump the Schwab.
Yeah. Didn't that guy die?
He did.
The Schwab's dead.
Schwab died. Yeah.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show, including what really matters after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
All right, welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Mike Grimm is here. Tommy Olsen is here. Fargo Flash. And Ben Lieber should be here shortly. Parker Fox later. .com Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network later. Grimmer.
Yes, sir.
Penn State, number 4, Saturday. 2:30? 2:30.
Technically 2:40, but everyone says 2:30.
Yeah. Right here on the Fan, the home of the Gopher football. So we give you lines every week.
Yes.
So I did with Sauce and Hawk too once in a while, where we just like Google like who's gone to Penn State. Let's avoid Jerry Sandusky. Right. I don't think he had a lot of great lines.
Wow.
Whoa. Ty Burrell, though, of Modern Family, right? Modern Family is a fantastic show.
Yes.
Ty Burrell's the dad in that show. He plays Phil Dunphy. I looked up a bunch of Phil Dunphy quotes. I like this one. And this could be easily slipped into a football game, but I still think this is funny. And I think it'd be funny to see if Daryl... This is one that Daryl, if you did it right, it's not so preposterous that Daryl would know it's the line. He might just think that you made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Phil Dunphy has a line that goes like this. Success is 1% inspiration, 98% perspiration, and 2% attention to detail.
I like that.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, that is good.
I wonder if Daryl would catch that it's 101%.
Well, he might.
It's attention to detail. That's the 2%.
Attention to detail.
Come on, DT.
And I make enough mistakes during a broadcast.
Exactly.
It would just...
Glad you said it.
Be like thank you.
So success is 1% inspiration, 98% perspiration, 2% attention to detail.
That's it.
That works?
I think it's beautiful.
You could slip that in easily
No
at
problem.
any point
That's
in the
why
game.
I like it.
I got an easy one for you, too.
You're handing me one.
Key and Peele, right? We talked about them. You don't know who they are, but
I do now.
Penn State
I recognized them now.
They're in Get
I
Out.
didn't know them
Do you
by
know the movie Get Out?
Get Out's a great film.
Great film.
Not a horror movie.
There's
I
a
do
great
not believe
line
to
in
be
it.
a horror movie.
I just looked it up.
If you're black, it is.
Great line.
Yes, that's true.
Sex slave.
That's it?
You just want me to say it? Well, I just said that last week in the broadcast.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You do what you want.
Yeah.
Just for the record, he was kidding. He doesn't want you to just randomly scream sex slave during the Gopher game.
See if Daryl can catch on to that one.
Oh, my God.
Sex slave, brought to you by Learfield.
Have you guys ever seen it? Have you ever been up there and watched Grimmer go? It's pretty fun. It's a fun one to do.
Well, again, we've been asking for somebody at Learfield or whatever to videotape this so we can see DT's reaction when you drop the line in.
Yeah.
Well, it'll
go way more viral if we have the video. Let's go.
Do you know what's the most impressive? Grim, I love you, but do you know what the most impressive thing is about Grim? He has so many liners he has to get in, just like 100%. What you said. First down, brought to you by Corn Fairy or something. I don't know what he does. I don't know.
He's Tommy for Halloween.
You moved to Iowa, Thomas?
No, but you know what I mean? He has something to promote every call he makes.
Children of the Corn?
It's very impressive. It's fun to watch. I like going up there and watching those guys. Sorry, I was trying to give a compliment, but it just didn't go well.
If Tommy goes to a Jonathan Davis concert. Okay, so I'll text you the line, but that'll be the bit.
Okay.
And you should watch Modern Family more if you've only seen a little bit of it.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
It is. Every time I've watched it, I've enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good.
Very good. All right, Grimmer, you're the best, dude.
All right. Good luck with Jeopardy today.
Yeah, it's at. So, again, here's the thing.
So passionate about this.
So, again, I do more work than people think, but I cannot work in silence. I don't like silence almost any point in the day. I got to have a podcast on, music on, or background TV noise. The guy over there knows this. 3 o'clock comes on. That's Twin Cities Live time. Yeah. I'm watching my guy and my gal, Elizabeth Reese. Sauce says, that lady from Ben's show. Yeah. I love Elizabeth Reese. She's an American treasure. So 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, that's Twin Cities Live time. 4 o'clock, sometimes they keep me from 4 to 4:30 at Twin Cities Live. Sometimes I go to Around the Horn.
Because you like Tony
Reale.
Yeah.
4:30 hits, so it's Jeopardy time.
That's it. That's when it's on.
If Ben and Elizabeth started at 4:30, I wouldn't even know their show exists because that's Jeopardy time.
That's how you spend your day. You and I are a little kindred spirit. I watch the Game Show Network all the time.
Go on.
Lingo? I love.
What is it called? Lingo used to be on there.
I watch the Match Game.
Yeah, with Alec Baldwin.
And then...
Gene Rayburn?
The original.
The original. Because they do run the Alec Baldwin ones as well.
But the Gene Rayburn, he's a genius. He's not quite Mount Rushmore, but he's pretty good.
He's got the purr factor, though. Right? All those hosts did back in the day, like Richard Dawson.
I'm surprised they can air it, some of them.
Some of it.
And then Password is on occasion. I enjoy that show. And then I like the Steve Harvey Family Feud.
Because it's dirty.
He gets a little raunchy.
Every question's dirty.
It's
and
fun.
he's always surprised. It'll be the dirtiest question ever. Like, yell something that's during sex. And then every answer, he's like, how could you say that on TV? It's like,
it's great. You and I can be kindred spirits.
We asked 100 people, what does a wife put in her mouth on the wedding day? And it's like, the number one answer is cake. Yeah. Right? But somebody is... Why would they ask that? Yeah. Ray Combs didn't do that. Richard Dawson didn't do that.
Richard
Louis
Dawson
Anderson
just kissed everybody.
Right.
He kissed every woman on the show.
That was the era. On the lips.
Richard Dawson.
And Gene Rayburn.
It's hard to watch.
And Gene Rayburn would do that to the stars.
Yes.
He would lean in and kiss the biggest stars on the planet.
The front left was always some hot, ditzy...
100%. No, he's right. It would be... Brett Summers would be center in the back row. Charles Nelson Riley far right. Richard Dawson was always center front, right? And you're right. The one that was Betty White was a lot on the far right. Fanny Flagg was on the far right. But you're right. They would have like the whoever the Sydney Sweeney of the moment was would be bottom left. Yes. You're 100%,
and
which is closest to Rayburn.
And he would go kiss her, and that was that.
I cannot name a player on Penn State, but I can tell you the seating positions
from Match Game 76.
I tracked her Flash down. And Ben Lieber join in a second. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
Eyes open wide, nobody. The Fan.
Hey, it is Ryan Seacrest. There's something so thrilling about playing Chumba Casino. Maybe it's the simple reminder that with a little luck, anything is possible. ChumbaCasino.com has hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from with new game releases each week. Play for free anytime, anywhere for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
I have a way to make your morning more efficient. You can get caught up on the news in about 7 minutes. That is my promise to you as the host of the 7 podcast from the Washington Post. And in that time, I will run down 7 stories. Everything from the most important headlines to fascinating new information you might miss otherwise. My name's Hannah Jewell. Go follow the 7 right now, wherever you're listening, and we will get you caught up.
It's beginning to sound a lot like the holidays. The Roku Channel, your home for free and premium TV, is giving you access to holiday music and genre-based stations from iHeart, all for free. Find the soundtrack of the season with channels like iHeart Christmas and North Pole Radio. The Roku Channel is available on all Roku devices, web, Amazon Fire TV, Google TV, Samsung TVs, and the Roku mobile app on iOS and Android devices. So stream what you love and turn up the cheer with iHeartRadio on the Roku channel. Happy streaming!